I'm the Alien. Welcome back. This is weeks 18 through 23 of our $2 beginner poker challenge. I'm turning $2 into $2,000 playing poker without making an initial deposit. So a lot of you have been asking, how come there's no videos? Where are you? What are you doing? Are you still doing the challenge? Yeah, I'm still doing the challenge. I'm still playing poker. Yeah, I've just been lazy to put out the videos. I just haven't really felt like it, and I took some time off. Like after the end of week 17, I think I played a couple weeks, and then I took a while off, and then I went to Indonesia for 2 weeks. Maybe you saw the photos on Facebook. And when I came back to Bangkok, I started playing again at NL5, and near the end of this period, moved up to NL10. By the way, 6 weeks means poker weeks. I'm not counting about 4 weeks that I took off in the middle. This beautiful green line you're looking at is our progress up to the end of week 17. The bankroll total is $482, which is 24.1% of our way to the $2,000 goal. Alright, you guys ready? Let's get down to business. Here we are at NL5. We get a limper, and it's on us. Let's have a look at who we're dealing with here. We got 59-0. It's a small sample, but he's obviously a fish. He's limping 75% of the time. And we have another fishy looking guy playing 35% of hands. The blinds don't look too loose. Anyway, we're gonna do an isolation raise here, and we get heads up with this guy. Hit top pair in the flop. He donks into us for half pot, and we just call. Actually, I think this is a mistake. We should probably raise him here. Sometimes fish will donk with a set, or like maybe he's got 3s or 6s, but he could also have a weaker king. He could just be doing it with random stuff, or a flush draw. A lot of the time it's a blocking bet. He's trying to see the next card for cheap if he's got a flush draw or a straight draw or something like that. So I think we should raise. Don't let him set the price, and he's not too deep, so we can get committed with top pair here. And okay, moving on. He donks again. Oh, it's not really a donk anymore. He already has the betting lead. It's another small bet. It's just over half pot. And this time, yeah, we raise him. We put him all in. The pot was $2. He has $2 left, so we just make him pay more, whatever he's got. If he's got a set, fine. He can have our money. He calls. And by the way, the turn, getting it in on the turn here, that was our last chance to get money from draws, because draws aren't going to call on the river unless they hit, obviously. And he does have a draw. He's got a flush draw. So we misplayed that hand a little. We should have raised it on the flop, but we ended up getting a stack anyway. So this is one of the first hands that I played at NL10, and I was playing against this guy at NL5, and he was a pretty bad player. Like, he's playing 52-32. I'd classify him as a maniac, and he was running some big bluffs and just really bad. And he got lucky and he stacked me, and then he moved up to NL10. I was getting ready to take a shot at NL10 anyway, so I followed him there because I wanted my money back. And he's one of those guys that's just shoveling money all the time, and he's spreading it around the table. Like, he'll stack somebody and then he'll lose it to somebody else. So like, this guy doubled up off him. I'd already doubled up off him once. He opens up, and we'll call for the set mine. We're getting great odds. We're really deep. If we flop a set, we can probably stack him, because he'll just spew. And we get called by this other really bad player playing 37-30. This could get interesting here. And let's see the flop. Bam! We nail it. We flop a full house. He bets pot as usual. We'll call. You could raise, but yeah, there's no point. We'll just, like, this guy likes bluffing, so we'll just keep calling and let him continue bluffing or whatever he's doing. And hopefully the other guy will come along too, but he folds. And he bets pot again. So we might be able to raise here and get him to spaz out with a flush draw, but I think, like, knowing this guy, he does this with a lot of stuff, so, and a lot of bluffs. So we'll just call and allow him to continue bluffing. And on the river he jams, which is like, hallelujah. Sure, he could have got lucky and like with pocket jacks or pocket kings and hit a better full house than us, but you know, chances are he's either bluffing, maybe he's got ace king and he's trying to push us off before. Anyway, we're gonna call, and he turns over king 6. So I guess he was trying to protect his top pair, a pair of sixes on the flop. And then he probably thought the jack didn't help us, and he was still trying to protect his six. And then he hit two pair on the river, and he thought it was a nuts. Anyway, so we got $40 stack at our first NL10 table. Not a bad start. All right, so this is another NL10 hand, and we open up pocket nines. We get called by the button and the small blind, and pretty good flop for us. It's really wet though. We have middle set. And this guy donks. He donks half pot, 50 cents into $1. You gotta ask what he's doing this with. Does he really have the queen jack, or is it more like a draw or a pair and a draw kind of thing? I think a lot of the time this is a draw, and not like a super nutted hand like queen jack or pocket tens. It could be pocket tens, I guess, maybe pocket eights. If it's pocket tens, it could also be pocket eights. So I decided to raise here. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I think this is the right move. It's gonna, like, the board's super wet. We don't know what this guy's gonna do. Maybe he'll come along with like a draw if he's getting this cheap price. But so we might be pricing his draws out. This guy, I think he's got a draw, and we don't want him. It looks like a blocking bet. It looks like he's got like a straight draw or flush draw, and he wants to see the next card cheap. Anyway, that guy folds, he calls, turn. Now let's look at the pot. It's about $4, and there's about $6 behind. So when he checks, that ace doesn't change anything really. Like, it might scare him if he's got like king, jack 10 or something like that for a pair and an open ender. It shouldn't give him a better hand than us, unless he for some reason has pocket aces here, but that would be weird. So I think we need to bet here, and I think this is too big actually. It's almost pot. I think I was getting a little excited and a little nervous about the wetness of the board, but I think it should be closer to like $3, because we're making it really hard for him to call with his draws here. So if we bet smaller, we could get him to call with weaker made hands and some of his draws. Either way, we're committed, and he jams. So yeah, we got to call. It's $2. So we call, and oh, we don't like that card. If he did have a flush draw, he just got there. But turns out he had queen jack the whole time, so he flopped nuts, and yeah, we paid him off. So did we make a mistake there? I don't really think we made a mistake. I think I'd do the same thing besides the turn bet. I think the turn bet was a mistake, but in this hand it didn't matter because we were getting it in anyway. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Put a comment below, and let's move on. Alright, so wrapping up the 6 weeks here. I wasn't playing my A game a lot of the time. You only saw a few hands from the 6 weeks, so it's not really apparent, but I'm making some stupid mistakes. Maybe I'll talk about that next time. The win rate's not bad, about 6 big blinds per 100 hands. Could be better though. This time we're up $317. That's an average of $53 per week. The bankroll total is $793, including rake back, which is 39.6% of our way to the $2,000 goal. Hopefully we can hit that 50% mark next time. We're playing NL10, so the winnings are hopefully going to be a bit bigger. The win rate was 6.5 big blinds per 100 hands. And let's have a look at the results graph here, and let's change it to the total for the whole 23 weeks. So yeah, you see from this point it's been going up a lot more rapidly. I think that's when we moved over to NL5 and around NL10 around here. This whole horizontal stretch is when we're playing NL2 Zoom. And just, yeah, the going was pretty slow that time. Whoops, what just happened? Unzoom. Let's have a look at the overall results. So this is going to be the whole 23 weeks. Now this number is going to be a little different than the one I quoted before because of rakeback. If I pay my bill, you might be able to find me on evthealien.com. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter as evthealien. I want to hear your feedback and your questions about these hands, about anything. Just leave a comment below. I'm evthealien. Get in good, and see you in the next video.